Hi, everybody. All my tens of people that watch. I have kind of neglected this after my last sale. Here I am back in my comfy chair. That's, by the way, since I have it in my hand to put away, is my favorite eye tool. Let me get up. I do need to get a little closer, don't I? The Crojo. Oh, I guess you can't read it anyway because it's sideways. Anyway, it's just a clamp that somebody's cleverly styled for the sinker eyes. But anyway, let me get a little more comfy here. And I'll put this away. I'm starting to work on a new splooter by Snuggle Beans Crochet, the little raccoon. So that's fun. What I wanted to say, shout out to my niece whose birthday was yesterday. If she is watching this, happy birthday. I hope you had a good time. Looks like you did. I have, it's been a couple weeks since I recorded, and I'd had a big, one of the cells, 5-day cells that my sister does that I put my stuff in. And, oh, I don't know if you saw Pippi. She's here. Pippi, come here, come here. Come see everybody. Here's my baby that sits by me all day. Well, not all day, but she's a good lap dog. She's my companion. She's a cuties. Yeah, she's 4 years old. Yes, you're a cute girl. Anyway, so that sell was a bit slower than the ones before that, but I did sell more than like 60, I guess it was about $650. So I got to buy some more yarn. Oh boy, I'll do that at the end if anybody wants to see it all. I've got 2 boxes from Premier because of course I am in love with this plush from Premier Plush, and I ordered one, and like 3 days later I realized I hadn't put in a couple of things that I really needed, like shell for the face colors. That's probably the between off-white and shell for dolls is what I make. So I had to go ahead and do another order, but then you of course don't want to pay for shipping, so you have to buy enough to do that. Pippi's looking at my husband who's out weed eating. So anyway, that's caught you up kind of from where I was last week. But I also have a large order from Hobby Shoppy for Elise Veludo that I have to show you too. One thing is I love Elise Veludo, I really do, but I am always kind of hoarding it. Like, if I use it, then it'll be gone, and that is a stupid way of thinking about it. And so I ordered quite a few more colors that I didn't have in it, and then I'm going to put them in a place. Right now they're behind the door of my husband's study, hanging in one of those yarn hanger things. And I And so I'm going to take those out in the new room we've got out here and use the space that I've got out there to put my Elise Voluto in some cupboards where it's not going to get dusty. And that I will actually look at, hopefully. This is the story. This is my story anyway. And so then I'll move my Naughty Pony yarn to that yarn hanger. And I'll have that in a place where I look at it a little more and get it out from where the cans and stuff. That's where I have it now, like a stupid idiot. But anyway, that's my story. And so afterwards, I'll show you all that yarn if you're interested. And I'll tell you the numbers of the Elise Voluto. They don't have colors. They're just numbers. So, but it's kind of a fun batch that I got from there. So I'm going to show you some oldies that I've shown before because they got bought. So I'm just replacing them. The first is this cute shelf goose that hangs off the shelf. And you can see I've got another one up behind me there hanging off. They look real cute when you look up, and there they are looking at you. See, they're very cute. Just plain safety eyes. This is a pattern by Crochet Grove, and it's genius, and it works every time. They don't fall off. Oh, goody. My husband's coming in, so she has to bark at him. Pippi, stop, honey. That's Kevin. So anyway, I made 2 more of those because I only had one in the cell. And then I made another, Pippi, stop, please. Another splooter by Snuggle Beans of the cute little Night Fury. And this is a very cute pattern. This got sold, so I'm going to do this plus one more, I think, for the next sale. I have a ways till the next sale. It's the end of September. So I figured if I made these in between new patterns, then I would be able to do some fun new patterns and have some fun. Anyway, and then also replacing what sells all the time, because these sell every time. It never fails. So I made that, and then I made another Dobby. I forget who this is by. So I will put it up when we edit the film. I'll put it up on Etsy and show you where it is. But this is a cute pattern. These are all eyes we painted, and eventually my sister and I are going to sell these eyes, so I'll let you know when that happens. I need to either get an Etsy shop where I can sell my plushies, or and safety eyes and stuff like that, or get my own website with my sister. She does shirts, so we can do merch for crocheting and stuff. It's fun. Anything you want, just let me know. Anyway, so those 2 I remade, and Dobby has his little sock, you see, so he's a free elf. Well, this is called the house elf. Okay, then I made another, these are called Binky Bears. This is Shannon's splooter, Barry the bear. And Barry, he's kind of much smaller bear, but I use the Plush XL, the Premier XL. And this is rust in that, and then cream. But when I do this, it's a little loose. I'm going to have to fix it for some reason. But anyway, this is the binky. You can just pull in and out. And if anybody's interested, just drop me a line and I'll send you my little pattern. Since this starts with a magic circle of 8, I make an 8 inside there and then just crochet up and then do back posts in there to make it go around, and then I just follow her pattern. So this is Shannon Monroe from Snugglebean's Crochet. Snugglebean. Anyway, Barry the Bear. And those are some big green. These are 35 millimeters in this big guy. He's very cute. I didn't show you. These are 30s. These are all in plush yarn so far. Dobby's in shell and toffee. Well, house elf. Okay. So that is that. So I think now I'm on to new stuff, which is more fun, isn't it? So I got to make, oh, no, I lied. I shouldn't do it. But I sold the Eeyore. And so I made another one. I'm so obsessed with this pattern. This is by Patterns Fly. I think it's a coalition of people from one of the Eastern European countries. It's actually translated just fine, except for it'll say knit instead of crochet, but it doesn't do the rest of the knit things like cast on or do that kind of thing. It just says knit every now and then, and so it's very easy, and the patterns are great. This one, yes, you go from the legs, you make the legs and the tail, and you crochet those in, and the arms you crochet in, and then you go up into the head. No, this head I did have to start from the front and go back and sew this head on. But the other ones, the Pooh Bear and the ones I showed you before, they a lot of them without the muzzle, you just crochet up to the top of the head. It's really a great patterns. They're big, as you can see. They're bigger than my head, and they're very, very soft and huggable. But I'm obsessed with the tail and the bow on the back. So cute. This is just fur up on top. The rest is just plush yarn in, I think it's just either robin zig blue or blue, I can't remember now, and this is a light gray. Anyway, this is a belly patch that you make after, and then you sew on. Now we get to have fun. So Shannon from Snugglebean Crochet came out with some new patterns, and I told you right now I'm making the raccoon from this, and this is the elephant. This is so cute. Now, one thing with the plush yarn is you bend this up, you pull back and you bend it up, and I wanted more of a bend, but it's kind of relaxed. So I think I'm going to have to go back with cotton or acrylic yarn and do that so it's more solid. But she's so cute. I have some eyes in, and I'm going to show these closer to you if I can get up there. These are the ones I put in that clown cat and in the unicorns. They have all kinds of stuff in them, like, I don't know, you can't really tell here when you're looking, but there's like stars and hearts and all kinds of different shapes. plus some things like I think I saw a baby bottle once or something like that. Anyway, this is the cutest pattern, and this is the most huggable elephant. So cute. My little blue elephant sold last time from the other pattern I made. Yeah, it was blue too. So that sold, so I thought I'd replace it with doing fun splooter. Look how cute the toe beans are. It's very cute, in the tail is a very cute tail. So adorable. And I love the ears, the big ears. You can do them up floppy like, and they're cute. But this time I thought I'd do them this way. Alrighty. Then I got on the Nook Hook bandwagon and did the hoodie bear. Only did one. Thought I'd just try it. It's cute. The hood does come off. The top is a duck. And I think it comes with a, I'll put it up when we edit, but it comes with a frog hoodie and something else. Can't remember now. Anyway, I showed it to one of my great nephews, and they, because I said, do you know what this is? And they go, oh, it's a bear and a duck hoodie. So I was like shocked that they knew right away, or he knew anyway, right away. And I did the, this is her, if you go to her website, or on Etsy, I think you can get the sitting bear version. And you can actually copy the PDF, which I did. But the trouble is you have to go back and forth from this to the pattern. So then it's kind of annoying that way. But the rest is wonderful. It's cutely done. The hoodie is not hooked at all to the neck. So this is, the legs are crocheted in, the arms are crocheted in after you make them, and then the head, you put the hoodie on and you pull the neck up inside it, and then you just make the head from the neck. So the hoodie is actually not hooked on to anything other than the bear, as you can see. That took me some figuring, because the picture is not, I mean, it is clear once you know what you're doing, but it isn't clear right at first. This is adorable, so I'll have to make me of course, the frog one at least. But anyway, that's Nook's Hooks. That's cute. I bought her dragon pattern, sleeping dragon pattern. So, and I made the fox before and sold it. So I'll probably have to do the fox and that. But it's all curled up and sleeping. It's cute. She does a nice job. Anyway, then I made this funny little toucan. Oops, got stuff all over it. That's the trouble with this black plush, is it really, you have to do a lot of picking. But isn't this toucan cute? This is by Amigurumi Toys, and I'll put that up on her Etsy shop there. These are some blue eyes that I put in, that we painted. So on this one, there is a lot of sewing, I can't lie, because you make the beak and the cheeks and the feet and the wings and the tail feathers separately, and then you make the whole body thing, and then you just sew them on. So it's quite a bit of sewing. It's not bad. In her pattern, you'll see when I put it up there, there's a hat. But I just thought, I had made the flowers before I made the hat. And then I thought, ooh, what if I just put the flowers on that? Because then the hat is cute, but it takes away from how cute she is. So in a way, it adds to it too. So next time I might make the hat. But Amigurumi Toys, I've made quite a few of her things, and she does a good job. You don't, other than the sewing part, you can figure out what she wants. Isn't she cute? I think I'm going to have to sew her schnoz on, well, it's a beak, a little closer to her head, because I did a stupid thing, and I thought, oh, it would be cute, because she doesn't decrease where I decreased here. I just thought it might be easier to sew on that way. But then when I got it on, it looks kind of funny, so I think I'll probably go back and sew it down a little bit. So you live and you learn. Once you sew it on, and especially, you sew each stitch is the best way to sew, because otherwise it'll come off. And if you try to take it off, you've at least ruined this part, if not the plushie. I've done that before where I've cut into the plushie, and I will not do that again. Once it's sewed on, and that's all you do. I keep forgetting to tell you, if you're wondering, I do sometimes have trouble doing the magic ring with the plush yarn, and also the Michaels one, Sweet Snuggles and Sweet Snuggles Light. And occasionally I have to resort to the, chain 2 and then make the magic ring into that. That's with the Plus XL yarn that I have had to do that. But the way I do it is I start with a bigger hook than I'm going to go on using, and I make them real loose. Even then, I'm kind of a tight knit crocheter. So then I put 2 on there, and I pull the middle yarn a little bit, and then put 2 more, and just pull until you're done. And that way it's a lot easier. Sometime I'll show you how I do it. But if you're having trouble with magic rings, it's like Premier's magic, or Premier Parfait Chunky. I did not like Parfait Chunky. I sold all mine because I couldn't stand it anymore, and I was never going to use it. And when I found Naughty Ponies yarn, which is about the same width to make the smaller stuff with, like keychains and bag charms and stuff, then I thought I can't go back to Parfait Chunky, so I just sold it. Actually, I donated it to somebody who makes stuff for the homeless. But anyway, that's my story. But I think I saw that on Wonder Crochet. I think that's where I originally saw that, and she showed it to how to do it in Parfait Chunky, because I had trouble doing magic rings with that too. But any of the plush yarns, you're gonna have some trouble if you do it too tightly on the magic ring. That was a tangent. I'm almost done, and then we'll get to the yarn. But when hi again. This is Tuesday. What's the date? Oh, today's Wednesday. Hello. Can tell we're retired. We don't know the days. Well, I don't. Kevin knew. Anyway, so I'm going to show you this Elise Veludo. Hey, Kev. Is there something I can throw these into a bag or something after I show? Just get a, yeah. Anyway. Okay, here's my trusty Pippi to share with me. So anyway, I opened these up already. It's a huge bag of Elise Veludo. Oh, you know what? There's one more bag in on the bookshelf, Kevin. On your bookshelf. I got 5 of these for tigers. This was a different orange that I'd gotten before, but I quite like it. It's a dark orange. This is color 36. And I got 5 of those. These are small. And not cheap, but it is such nice thread to work with. Little thinner than the plush, but not really. Anyway, so that's that one. Did you find the other bag? No, I'm looking. Oh, maybe it's in, maybe I got it all. Who knows? Yeah, I thought you did. Here's one more. Okay. Then I got a bunch of black because I was out of black. And I think I got 5 or 6 of blacks. This is number 60. And then I got this bright pink. I have light pink, but no bright. This one is $7.98. Yeah. Quite pretty magenta color. The light makes it look brighter than it is. And then somewhere, I think in the other bag I got some cream. Their cream is pretty, just a kind of a beautiful cream. This one is like a little more, this is a good face color for dollies. And it is number 310. Got a bunch of those. Then there's a couple of browns. There's a warmer brown, and then there's and I think I got a bunch of the warmer ones because I didn't have them in stock. I told you I hoard this, and I'm not going to anymore because it actually comes faster than my Premier orders. So even though it comes from Turkey, this one took longer from Hobby Shopee. This is the first time I ordered from them, and it took a bit longer. Anyway, this brown is $4.66, and it's a nice teddy bear brown. I got a billion of those because I love that color. Got 6, 7, 8 of those. And then I got a bunch of these. I had just pale pink, I told you, so I got this little bit brighter pink too, like more like a bubblegum pink. And this is 31. I got like 5 of those. Yep, 5. Then I got some royal purple. Just 2 of those, apparently. Number 44. I have light purple, so I needed some accent to that. Then this one was a variegated one. I got 4 of these because I thought they'd make a cute unicorn. Don't you think? It's a little splooter. Look at that. It is kind of a light, it looks kind of white here, but it's light blue. Not a baby blue, more a green blue. This is color 8118. I got 4 of those so I could make a Uno. But I'm waiting for the mini version. I wish they'd come out because I want to make a couple in this mini version. Anyway, that's what I bought these for. And that, Kevin, if you look at in the closet, there's another bag that's got some yarn in. That's from here too, and I didn't get it in the one in there. In the living room. I have yarn everywhere. It's terrible. In the living room where you would hang coats, presumably, I have cubes with yarn in it, filled. I'm just bad. And I got 5 blacks down here, so I think there were 3 more, so I think I got 8 blacks. So, did you see it? Not in a bag? Okay, never mind. If you could hand me that other box, that would be nice. So then I got one Premier box last week. And this is the one I realized a week later that I hadn't ordered some of the things I really needed. I guess I just got 1 orange. This is called Carrot. And I use this and I'm going to make another splooting fox because those are adorable and it's sold right away. And I make that in this color. And I need to replace Tigger because Tigger went last time. So I told you my plan was a new pattern and then a pattern that sold and that sells consistently. I'll just keep doing it that way so that I have fun crocheting. So that is Carrot. Some white. I got 2 whites, or 3, I don't know. And then this is Poppy. Yeah, Poppy. With the light, it looks real bright. It's a little duller looking, but it's bright. I make the Phoenix with this color. And of course, you know, like those pants and the little dress on the dolly were in this Poppy. So I do quite a bit of Poppy. And then I got Shell. This is really the only good face color, and nobody really has this orangey face color because it's a tad bit orange. Not really, but I really wish they'd get an oatmeal because I go back and forth if I'm working with plush, either using off-white or this shell for dolls. And I like making dolls. I think they're fun to do. But I'm going to make some more. I remember that I'll show you next time. I'm going to make some more of those. Like I made a bunny baby, and I want to make some more babies. So then I got a toffee. Here's this blue. This is called Blue. Hello. And it is blue, and I like it. Okay, and then there's another white. There's the other orange. So in this one is another blue, another carrot, and a mustard, which is a nice color for cats and stuff. It's a nice color. So then I realized I had completely oh, sorry, Pippi. Sorry, Pippi. Oh, baby girl. Then I realized that I had no more chartreuse, and this is a good green. So I did another order. This one is chartreuse, just like I thought. So I got a couple of those. I make the little monsters with this, this is a great color for those kind of things. Then I got some more black, 2 blacks, because I make a whole lot of those Furies. And when the small one comes out, I'll be making lots of those too. This one is another orange, but it is called Tangerine. And it's a pretty one to do. Anyway, I was running out of that. Then I got some of this green, which is sage, and that's a nice green. This was just to fill up for those chartreuse colors. There's a black and a white. And what else did I get? Teddy bear. I got some more teddy bear. Yeah, this is teddy bear. So that's my yarn haul. And I'm going to, at first, plush was thicker. I still use a 6 because I'm a tight crocheter. I use a size 6 hook on them. And I don't get holes. Sometimes the black and the white are inconsistent within the skein, like as you're going along. And so sometimes I'll get occasional holes in that. So I've had to go through and thread stuff through those occasionally. So I may just start going to a 5.5 like everyone else does. But with the Elise Veludo, I do use a 5.5. And I know some people use a 5, but like I say, I'm a tight crocheter. And that is my yarn from, so now it used my proceeds, not all of them, not all my proceeds went to yarn, but the rest went to the mudroom, paying the mudroom off to my nephew, who's the handyman. He's done a lot of good work for me and my other nephew. Anyway, happy birthday, Shelley, again, and I'll see you all later. And please like and subscribe. I would love it. And Pippi would love it, wouldn't she? She likes to be here when I film. She's a Habanese. Yeah. She was when I broke my leg, she was right there by me. She was just little, and she just stayed right by my side. What a cute dolly. You are a cute dolly. Doesn't she look like a stuffed animal? Tell them. I just don't bark like a stuffed animal. I'm noisy. Anyway, this is a cute girl. I don't really kiss her. My sister hates it when she licks her, but she's a very licky dog, aren't you? Yeah. Hey, I'll talk to y'all later. I've rambled enough. Bye.